Let me introduce you EU Design company. We are presenting today the new top loudspeakers we created. This is the grand reference. I am here with Robert Doe from Robert Doe Design.
Yeah, I love this speaker. I think this is one of the top speakers in the world. You know, I've had some of the top speakers for the last 30 years in 10 different reference rooms. And we are now building a top shop in Vietnam with 4 big reference rooms there, and we love the design. So David, please tell us about the speaker.
Yeah. Robert is our North American and Vietnam distributor. The speakers is becoming bigger because we already presented the Naked project 5 years ago, nearly 6 years ago, and this is in the new top. Concept is practically the same, buffleless and dipole design. And this brings you the instruments into the room. Very powerful, completely undistorted, completely natural, without any compression, any distortion from the box that usually the speakers, loudspeakers have. And this really brings you the instruments into the room.
So tell us, David, what drivers do you have here and why are these speakers so special?
Yeah, they are special because you have 4 woofers from Acoustic Elegance, custom made for us. You have special mid-ranges. Again, this is custom made for EU Design, the top Mundorf tweeter, and top components in the crossover. But the real magic is how we assemble all of this. This is the real magic because it's a matter of aligning the drivers. It's a matter, you know, we are using top ingredients, but then the cook is the one that prepares your meal. And this is a super meal. We are also presenting as you can see, the Epsilon amplification and electronics, and the TechDAS Air Force 3 Premium turntable, and in a stellar, let's say, setup. Let me also introduce you our new interlink system loudspeaker cable. This is called Countach. In Italian, it means wonderful. This is a very special interlinking system between the amplifier and the speakers. It's made with 9N monocrystal silver and some trick inside. Very, very special designed, with aluminum, with leather and handmade stitching, like the rest of the speaker. And by the way, look at the finishing from the speaker, Robert.
To me, the reason why I chose to distribute this speaker is I believe that this speaker is probably one of the greatest speakers in the world today. Not just because of how it sounds, but also how it's built. You know, the subcontractors that IO used to build this speaker is also a subcontractor for F1 Formula Racing cars that are built for World Championship F1 Formula Racing. You don't see that in speaker build very often at all. You know, from the top drivers that they have custom made, these are top drivers that are well recognized as top drivers in the world. And these are made for the open baffle design to get rid of the box sound. You see that everything here is custom, super custom carbon fiber, and it's not there just for looks, it's there for design. And every single thing here is made by design. From 2 of the top planar magnetic mid-range drivers to the top AMT motion, air motion tweeters, everything is put together in a very, very special formula to give you what I think is some of the best sound I've ever heard in my life. And I've used hundreds of speakers in my rooms before, and I've used many of the top brands, and you guys will see me on YouTube, and some people call me the world's most hardcore audiophile. And the thing is that, you know, from the craziest footers I've ever seen on speakers to the craziest crossover parts, if you bring it over here and you take a look at how the speaker is made from the side, and you take a look at how the crossovers are developed, there's absolutely no cost, no expense spared to make this speaker. Personally, in my opinion, The build of this speaker cost easily 10, 20 times more just to build the speaker than the average super speaker. So you take the build quality of a super speaker and you multiply it by 10 or 20 times. That's what it costs to build this speaker.
You take out the box, you multiply the cost. This is true.
Yeah, and so there's so many things to appreciate in a speaker like this that you got to come and check out this room. What is this room?
This room is Atrium 4.2 F231d, EO design. Sounds legend.
So do yourself a favor and come and check out the speaker, but don't just sit there and listen. Walk around it, look at every single detail, look at how it's made, look at the double aircraft aluminum construction, look at it all so you can see what you're really getting in a super speaker like this.